Welcome everybody back to the Dragon's Lair. My name is Wade, and this is my show, Only Lore. In the grim dark of the 41st millennium, there is only lore. So today, I want to talk about Old One-Eye. He's one of the coolest Tyranids that there is. He is a leader. I'm not going to get too much into the rules. If you go by the old style, he's an HQ choice. He used to be an HQ choice. Now there's no such thing. But he is an epic hero, so you can only take one. Anyways, like I said, we're not getting too much into the rules. Old One-Eye is a unique Carnifex. So if you don't know what a Carnifex is, they're really big, tanky, monstrous creatures. They're really awesome. They can come with a variety of different arms. But check out this Old One-Eye. It's pretty cool. He's got the big scything talons. He's got the crab claws, the crushing claws. And then as you notice, he's got this missing skin here on his face where his eye is, or should be, hence Old One-Eye. He has the ability to regenerate himself even from the most grievous of wounds. His body bears the scars of many blows that should have killed him, and rumors persist amongst Imperial forces that Old One-Eye has been killed more than a dozen times. He's armed with a pair of huge crab-like claws capable of ripping even the hardest of foe into pieces. Old One-Eye is a Carnifex who spearheaded the Tyranid High Fleet Behemoth assault on the Ultramarines world of Kelth. He can swat away Lehman Russ battle tanks as if they were insects. His rampage was stopped when a forgotten hero of the Imperium fired a plasma pistol through its eye into its brain. This shot was the first time Old One-Eye was brought down in the records, and he was unable to regenerate its eye and permanently scarred it with a plasma burn across its skull. And then you can check out my Old One-Eye. So there he is, and you can see his, one, my jungle bug scheme, and then two, where his missing eye is. Pretty cool. I really enjoyed putting that model together. All my arms are magnetized on that. I think that's the way to go. Solar decades later, after High Fleet Behemoth had been driven from Kelth, a band of smugglers stumbled across its body, frozen and intact in the ice packs of Kelth. They thought it out, hoping to get a bounty for the corpse, but Old One-Eye's grievous wounds instantly began to heal. It soon woke and slaughtered the smugglers. Isolated forms of Tyranids, when isolated, some forms of Tyranids revert back to basic instincts. A Carnifex goes back to the mindless need to kill. Its presence on Kelth, however, brought together smaller forms of Tyranids, Termagants, gene stealers that had been left behind when the linchpin of the hive mind had been broken down. And then they rallied behind this leader organism. They attacked convoys, destroyed habdomes, and entire populations were massacred. So after Behemoth was put down, it did leave behind smaller organisms. They rallied behind Old One-Eye, and the people of Kelth cried out for aid, which was answered primarily and swiftly by a scout sergeant Tellian of the Ultramarines. He tracked down Old One-Eye, but found it very difficult to pierce its armored flanks. As Tellian's warriors were cut to pieces by the beast, he made a 1 in a million shot, hitting it in its ruined eye socket. Old One-Eye was overcome with pain, stumbled into a cavernous ravine. Later on, Tellian led a search for the body, but no one was able to ever find the body. The eventual fate of One-Eye is unknown. Old One-Eye is unknown. But there have been several reports of Carnifexes matching its description, causing havoc across the realms of Ultramar and beyond. If all of the legends are true, then Old One-Eye has been killed more than a dozen times. And here is the original Codex art. You can really see the crab claws really nice. Once again, the eye, he's got a missing horn. Pretty cool. I like this one because there's a bunch of dead guardsmen in it. I also play Imperial Guard, so nothing against you guardsmen out there. Old One Eye's ability to heal damage inflicted on it during combat has given rise to theories that it is actually an unstable mutation, a Tyranid experiment in rapid cell regrowth, abandoned by the hive mind. But with the arrival of Leviathan, this mutation has become nearly a standard, so you see it a lot more frequently. There's actually even a gene stealer cult known as Behemoid Undercult that worships Old One Eye alongside its gene stealer Primarch. It is such of totemic importance that the Undercult that they ritually scar and tattoo themselves, or even cut out their own right eye in homage to the creature, seeing it as a prophet of the Xenos god that they simply call Behemoth. Old One Eye is a pretty cool creature that's been around for a very long time. If you've seen some of my other videos, I've played Tyranids since about the year 2000, which means I've been playing Tyranids for 23 years now. He has been cooler and less cooler depending on the edition and depending on the codex. I don't want to get too much into rules, but he's just a really cool unique that you can bring. Ideally, he should be pretty tough, and I'm sure against a lot of armies he is. I like monsters that regenerate. So 9th with Psychic Awakening, I did a lot of regenerating shenanigans, and I like monstrous creatures. I like tough models, and I like things that regenerate. And when you put all that together, that says Old One Eye. I hear a lot of you people on the internet talking about how he's really good in close combat. I wouldn't know because mine never gets there. I know I sound salty about that, but mine never gets there. And that's just been my experience with 10th. I really like Old One Eye. It's really cool. I liked putting the model together. I have some other pictures that you can see. Go ahead and check out my Let's Talk Warhammer 40k video with Old One Eye. And you can see tactics, strategies. Go ahead and check out the other videos where I talk about hive tyrants, flying and walking. There's just a lot of information there, and I'm really enjoying putting together these videos for you guys. So, Old One Eye, do you like him? Do you hate him? Have you fought against him? What works good against him? I'll tell you what works good against him. A unit of 10 Hellblasters. 20 shots with Hellblasters against Old One Eye and his Carnifexes works pretty well. Let me tell you what. Anyways, so go ahead and check out the Let's Talk Warhammer video where I go over his stat block, his codex entrance, and we will see you then. We at the Dragon's Lair understand that you are a pretty busy person. You probably have significant others or kids or dogs or school or work, and maybe all those things wrapped up together just like we do. So we want to say thank you for spending your time here with us at the Dragon's Lair.